don't want to fight these peasants. We do have a shield now, so we could technically go for the peasants, but 25 is a bit much. If they had like 10 to 15, we might be able to do it. Their farming implements do a lot of damage to our shield though, so I don't think our shield would last too long. So why don't we just stick to what we know we can handle. All right, get them grouped up nicely. And we can get a hit or two in, and then we get it back. They're doing some funky stuff. All right, go ahead and attack, please. Man, I'm gonna keep trying to pick on that one guy. Just get their numbers down. There we go. He's down. 51 damage. What are we getting hit by? Was that a rock? Yeah, they got snipers back there. Look at that. It's like an MLB pitcher. Super accurate at really far range with a rock. But it is what it is. That's looters for you. Okay, we need to get them isolated a little bit. Oh, it's the wrong attack. That's the wrong attack. That's the wrong attack. There we go. We survived. That's the one. That's the one we need. There's the rock throwers. Yeah, they're still back there. Oh, this guy's by himself, but I turned wrong. Wasted that. Alright, that's alright. Let's get another one. Get him lined up. Perfect. Do it again. Maybe your buddy. There we go. And you fell for it twice. And a third time. Got it. Right, down to 3 plus the rock throwers. Although I suspect the rock throwers aren't going to be as big of a deal. These guys are just so fast, man. And I don't understand how. They're looters, dude. How are they so fast, man? There's one down. Yeah, one slip up and we're dead. Oh, now they're slowing down. Oh, I don't know what happened to his attack, but it stopped. There we go. Okay, we can still win this, but man, we're taking a lot of damage. So we're gonna have to repair our bodies. We're gonna have to heal up. There we go. All right, this is ours to lose. But the old man can't handle the backswing. All right, we got it. Super close, man. I don't think these should be that close, to be honest. I don't know how they're so fast. So hopefully our athletics moving up is going to help. But yeah, we're pretty much double their athletics at this point, and they're still moving faster than we are. So we got to figure out a fix for that. But one-handed is getting up there too. Level 44. Got some junk. At least we got a little more armor. So something for the arms, that'll help, because I think we took that rock to the arm. All right, and then is there anything better here for stealth? Yes. And then civilian. And we don't have boots for civilian yet, so that'll come in handy. And then everything else we'll just sell. We did not get food from these guys. How much food do we have? Yeah, we're fine. We got 19 days. Let's go sell the stuff. Sell all the junk. Perfect. 1679. Let's start looking for companions, because this is the part that I think is going to take quite a while. It's going to be a little bit grindy. So let's get into town. Now, the way this works, we disguise ourselves, we sneak through the gate, and then you have to set up contact before you can do anything else in the town. You can go to the port, you can go to the, what do you call it, the tavern, but you can't do that until you set up your contact. So essentially you come in and you look for that right there. So that blue exclamation, and we're just going to speed this up. Now, you will get detected if you stop moving and if you do more than a slow walk. So don't do either of those things and they'll never catch you. I don't know what the point of this. Like, I can literally run into a guard and they will never stop us or any of that stuff. So I don't really quite understand the point of this. But anyways, let's get over there. We'll get our contact going. They are always going to be in a workshop too. So just look for the workshops. Here we go. So contact. Very well, I accept. And now he gives us clothes to wear. I don't really know what it is, what their excuse is, but it's kind of little hand wavy, if you know what I mean. All right, so we are looking for the tavern. Perfect. Let's go to that one. Here we go. And let's see. We do have somebody here. Yep, Aminon the Scholar. Now, we're going to be resetting everybody's stats, so I know this guy's supposed to be good at leading a party, but that's not going to matter because we're going to wipe him clean anyways. We will pay full price, though. If you reset their stats down to 0, you pay almost nothing for them. But if you leave them like this, you'll basically pay full price. And I think it's fair. It's a fair balance because we're going to have more companions than we should. We'll pay the full price for them. All right, let's get out of here. And now we have to leave because we don't really have anything else we can do. Is that? Yeah, that's a villager party. That's fine. Let's get out. Now, this guy, like I said, he's going to have quite a bit of stuff. So let me go ahead and swap his name and whatnot. All right, we've got Binham Ein Al Johansson. Probably butchered that, but yep, you've got 0 stats. So everybody starts like this. Well, at least for the early stage, it gets pretty tedious when you're having to pick all the same perks over and over. So when we get to the mid game, we'll probably switch it up to where we start people with 50 or 100 and the important skills or something like that. But in the beginning especially, everybody's going to be built up from the ground up. Now, this guy starts with a little bit of gear. They have a sword at least, and then they're not completely naked, although it's all ones, so this you might as well be naked. But yeah, the sword will be handy. What we might want to do is leave him in a village while we go farm up a little bit more cash, and then when we can afford a couple guys, then we'll do it. And then I noticed, I guess his level didn't get reset, so there we go. Yeah, that takes his wages down to a reasonable amount for the skill that he has. So that looks good. Let's go ahead and put our skill points here. The final 2 into one-handed. So we've got athletics and one-handed maxed out. That looks good. And we've got our first companion. But like I said, we don't really need him in our party just yet because he can't really fight with us unless it's a really small party. I think it's best to wait until we can get field maybe 5 or 6 people total, and then we'll start using them. Cannot leave members in a village. Okay. That's different because you used to be able to do that. Okay, he is in our party, so yeah, I don't know. Can we tell him to wait? I'd like to assign you to a role. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess he's joining the party now. Oh, nice. There's a mountain bandits here, so we could potentially get some gear for him if we can find a reasonable amount. Problem is, probably not going to be a reasonable amount. But let's see if we can find anything less than 10. Yeah, see, that's okay for looters. Not so much for mountain bandits. And we're not going to get anything too useful off of these guys. We do need food, though. Yeah, we have only 9 days of food. So, okay, yeah, let's do it. Fight me if you dare. I'm a little concerned about this guy dying, and I don't think I can fight them on foot, so I am going to stay on horseback. I know I said wouldn't, but I'm really worried about him dying in his first fight. He doesn't have any armor yet, so let's try and get him a little bit. Really do want to get some more companions here before we take more fights. So what we'll do is, after this fight, I'll hold off until we can get maybe 3 companions. And then we'll handle it. So this is pretty easy fight. Mounted, you just gotta move slow enough so you can stab, fast enough so you don't get stabbed. And you just keep moving. Where's the rock thrower? Oh, he's in the bush. Like it's Vietnam. Come on, dude. Go. Let's try and take him out because he's really the only threat that we have. Can't even see him. There he goes. He's back to his old ways. Alright, let's get him out of here. Alright, he's out of ammo. There we go, and he's dead. I'm gonna finish this up. Like I said, it's pretty easy. You just ride in circles. Speed up and slow down depending on what you're trying to do. Hit them or avoid getting hit. And then you should be fine. Part of the reason is I gotta get my kids to bed. And I don't really like pausing the recording right in the middle of a fight. There we go. It didn't really take much damage there. Got a decent amount of polearm. I don't know that we'll use polearm too much, but I guess we could. So we're not taking prisoners. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. It's going to slow us down even more. Ooh, we got a sumpter horse. Perfect. So now our companion can move pretty fast as well. And we have a spare. So that'll be a nice sumpter for our other companion, the next one that we take. Let's get this guy outfitted as best we can. Probably not give him really bad weapons, though. Although the one he has is not all that great either. So I guess we'll hang on to it. And then the other stuff we'll just sell. Did we really not get food from that? Crap. Are we okay? No, we're okay. We have 9 food. That's fine. All right, next town, Saniopa. Let's go there, assuming there's no noble parties or anything blocking the entrance. We should be able to get there. And I really hope they have a companion. But let me do this, and I'll get my kids to bed. All right, we got no companion there. Let's keep moving. We'll head south and a little bit to the west. We got Danos the Bull here. Well, not Danos the Bull. We're going to rename him real quick, but let's pick him up first. We've got Hastin, which I do recognize the name from CK3. It's one of the... He's a little older at the start date, the 867, and I think he's got a bunch of free troops that you can use to go conquest somebody. I think a lot of people usually know CV and do like crazy world conquest and stuff with that because you get a really good start. But anyways, hopefully we can get a good start with our Hastin as well. But let's head south. We need to pick up more than just this. This is not enough. Here at Sanaka, let's see. Cannot sneak in during the night. Interesting. I've never seen that. Let's try it again during the daytime. There we go. Yeah, they'll let us in now. Fortunately, I don't think they have another companion in here. This is our boy Venom. Yeah, no companion here. Alright, let's head to Jamares since that's the closest one. Here we go. We got companion here. Well, we're going to change his name anyways, but how much? 474? We got enough money. We got our third companion here. Alright, we got our third companion here, Grog the Rockbiter. And again, zeroed out stats. So we'll have to get him leveled up. Okay, that's all we can afford for now. We could afford their wages for a while, but we need to get maybe some mounts here if we can. Or attack villagers, but I don't think that's a good idea. So let's just go find some more looters that have taken out some peasants. So we can take the sumpter horses. All right, I'm not... Oh, crap. We're starving. We need to go fight something ASAP. Preferably not a big group of villagers. So there we go. Yeah, we have to. We can't afford to wait. So we're just going to take this fight. Not ideal. There's 10 of them, but we got to do what we got to do. I don't have any confidence in our troops to be able to do this. And I also don't have a lot of confidence in myself on foot because we are still so freaking slow. So we're going to bend the rules again a little bit. Let's try and get these guys split up. We'll keep our shield up. We'll burn some of their rocks. Yeah, here we go. Maybe 1 or 2 you guys can go split off and the rest hopefully keeps chasing. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. And then we can go pick them off. So this guy's gonna get picked. Yeah, I can't attack. They're gonna hit me right when I go to do that, so keep the shield up, that's fine. Alright, this guy, actually, you know what? They can handle that. They can handle that solo guy. Hopefully. Jeez. I'm gonna laugh if he can't. Right, there we go. Good stab. Nice. They got him. I'm gonna tell them to chill for a little bit in the back. And we'll do the same thing. If one guy wants to split off. How... That was definitely my fault. But, there we go. Right, one more hit. He'll be down. Right, he's out of ammo, it looks like. Yep, our boys are gonna start stabbing that guy. So let's start hitting. Start whittling this group down a little bit. Nice, they got a kill. We'll get this down to like 2. Yeah, probably 2 or 3. And then we can ride back. Have our guys help out. Okay, we're still getting stabbed. How about you guys not show up yet because they're going to cheat their way through. I don't know how that guy hit us. Oh, no, that's not where I told you to go. I definitely told you to back. Okay, well, everybody went down there. They fought valiantly. Too bad they're stupid as hell. I mean, I told them to back and they just charged in anyway, so I don't understand how that works. So let's finish this off. We'll finish them on foot so we can get some XP for that. Oh, this is not good. They're attacking separately. Knew this was gonna happen. Some BS. They had to stagger their attacks perfectly like that, and now we're half dead. And all of our troops, all of our companions are dead, so Not really having a good time here, unfortunately, but we did get some good XP on our front line. So that'll help, hopefully. They won't be so useless next time. Another cow, we can't use it, but we can maybe get some upgrades. Maybe for a companion, let's see. Right, that's gonna do it for that. We do have another sumpter though, so that'll help. We need one more, and then we'll have everybody on it. And we do have a cow. We got some food, so we should be all right with food. Now we just need to try to survive. Well, we can't. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna be overburdened because of all the food that we have. We're not burying anybody. If we get attacked, we're in pretty serious trouble here till these guys heal up. Let's just sell what we have. Yeah, we can cut up the cow. We'll keep the meat for now. And I think we sell everything else. Yeah, that's pretty close to enough for another companion. We do have a lot of food, so let's go ahead and sell some of this off though. Okay, what are we doing now? We need to heal. We don't want to fight looters, so let's get back. Okay, these guys need to heal like right now or we're dead. Nope, they're not even close to it. I don't want to fight this too. That's a lot of looters just with ourselves. Yeah, they're significantly faster than us. We're going to lose all of our food, unfortunately, or we can go down to no food, and then I guess then we're going to starve to death. So that puts us at 4.6. What do we need to move at? 3.9. Yeah, 4.6 would get us moving. 4.3, we can handle that. Because all our food, but at least we survive. Yeah, that's what we have to do. No way around it. But we have food for 28 days. That's plenty. So we just need to heal up for a little bit. Let's just maybe find a spot where we can hang out. Would love to find a bandit hideout around here if we can. There are mountain bandits, so that's a good sign. We gotta find that hideout so we can hide in it. There we go. Our boys are mostly healed up. I think it's probably best if we wait until we're fully healed. Man, we need to get some shields. Yeah, our companions. If we can get a shield wall going, we should be able to handle most of these fights. But the only way to get shields is to take tougher fights. Because the looters don't have them. We have to fight somebody that has them. It's going to be sea raiders, mountain bandits, stuff like that. So let's keep heading west. We are officially entering the Vlandian territory. All right, here's a small group of sea raiders. This could be a good opportunity here, actually. Yeah, it's only 6. We're not fully healed. I think our companions are sort of damaged. Yeah, 73. We got to be super careful because our guys don't have shields. So let's get them back. Get 2 horses. Get them moved over. Dismount. And then what we'll try to do is burn all their throwing weapons. I can't see anything because thunder and all that. But we'll just keep spinning to win. Hopefully they burn all their ammo. Ooh, man. But that should be most of it. All right, let's get them to maybe move over a little bit this way. You know, these guys, maybe because they have a shield, they're not quite as fast. So maybe these guys are actually easier to fight. It's the speed that gets me. It's not so much the armor or any of that stuff. And they're so fast, I just can't really do much about it. I don't know why we're moving so slow here, but where are our companions? Yeah, I don't want them to go to the companions. That's the problem. Maybe one can break off. No, they're still chasing us, which is fine. There we go. There's one down. 2 down. Yeah, this does feel a bit easier. I don't know what it is about looters, man. They're supposed to be low tier, but they, for whatever reason, they always feel a bit harder. Their rocks are really accurate. Go, another one down. All right, let's lead them back into our troops. There's only 3 left, so hopefully, see if we can get maybe 1 to split off. We go a little closer. 1 split off. These guys are just standing around. There he goes. 1 split off. Charge! Nice. They got the kill. We're coming to help with this one. You guys can have it. Nice. So that was pretty good. Hasten with 2 kills. Been in with 1. Grog got some hits in at least. So hopefully we get some of their loot. I really want shields. No, we don't get a single weapon or shield. Yep. That's how it's going to be this run, I think. But that's all right. Yeah, it's a better helmet at least. Same. So we'll end up selling most of this stuff, I think. Okay, we got a few things to sell now. Actually, we can do it at Televel. So we're back up pretty close to 1,000. We could probably take another companion on. Why don't we stop off at one of the Vlandian towns, see if we can find somebody in the area. Probably should keep taking these small fights too. 7 is a pretty good number. What is our capacity anyways? 90. So we could take a little bit more food or some loot. We've got +5 party size and persuasion chance. We'll take that for athletics. 6 points into endurance. And then now we got to figure out where we're putting our points here. So the obvious choice would be throwing. We don't have any throwing weapons, but we do pick them up off the floor, but that's not really a reliable source. So we'll probably wait on that. We do need a decent amount of roguery too, if we're going to be sneaking into towns when we get higher renown. So that would help. We need to do smithing at some point, but obviously not for a while. Let's at least put 1 point. It's only going to give us an extra half point. Never mind. Yeah, let's max out roguery. I mean, that's the obvious choice, right, for a bandit run. And we'll take this fight. Right, I think they only have 7. So we might be able to take this one right off the bat. What we'll probably try to do is maybe get them to split off. Yep, here they come. So we'll get them to split off a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I actually have a decent amount of rock throwers. So I think we'll be alright. It's going to be like a 4v4 and then another 4v4 when these guys run out of ammo. So let's pull back. We just want to block. Yeah, don't take too much damage. Nope, they're taking damage. And unfortunately our boys did not make it. Not really too surprising though. They do need to get some more skill. Okay, here we go. Our shield's almost dead. My god, are you kidding me? We got hit with a rock. Yeah, this guy is really accurate with that. There we go. Well, at least we survived. Didn't take too much damage, so we can keep fighting. We just got to worry about our companions here. So, Binham got a kill. Everybody else got nothing. And we got some more meat. Yeah, not much. Let's go sell some stuff. And it's probably time to go get another companion. We can definitely afford it, and we very much need it because we just don't have enough front line. We need better equipment too. For one-handed, let's keep speccing into the axe. So one-handed axe, and then it also works for maces if we ever do that, but we'll probably stick to the axes. We're starting to get some perks here for our companions, so let's work on that. Okay, onward. Let's go to Ox Hall. Ah, man. This setting up contact thing is really tedious, and I don't feel like it really adds anything to the game. So I'm going to look for a mod that gets rid of it if we can find one, hopefully. It doesn't look like they've got anybody here, unfortunately. So next town. Go to Provend. I don't want to go too far north. This area has a lot of choke points and not a whole lot of room to maneuver, so we got to be careful up there. But we should be fine in this area. Let's try not to take a fight in this area if we don't have to. Great, our companions are back up. Ooh, Mountain Bandit hideout. Alright, this could be a pretty good spot. We could just wait here. And then let's go to Provin. And again, there's nobody in here. Wow. Okay, not a problem. We'll keep moving. We can go to the 3 down here. Galan, Jacqueline, and Sargo. And we'll see if we can find something over there. Now, there's usually a lot of bandits on this side. Oh, man. Here comes Durthert with 1,000. Kind of a big battle going on right there. Let's get out of there. Can take small fights like this with the looters. They're still pretty beat up, though. But let's just wait for them to heal up all the way. We're kind of getting pushed out of everywhere. I'm trying to cross this bridge, but there's a bunch of bandits that keep coming over. Yeah, there's another one. So that might be a death trap, so we'll go around the other way then. Made it to Jacqueline. Let's check it out. Right, there's nobody in that one as well, so we're going to keep moving. Keep on grinding. We're in another tavern. It doesn't look like there's anybody here again. So, oh, no, ransom broker's upstairs. All right, yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. These guys don't have anybody. Let's maybe check and see if there's even any Vlandian characters on the map. So if we go hero, Vlandia, we want wanderers. So they are here. Let's see, Oxhall, Provend, other, seems she's dead. Yeah, she's dead. Seen before. Well, anyways, there's somebody at Oxhall. Why don't we just go up there? I know we were there before, but we can go back. Oxhall, we'll head up that way. All right, we spotted a group of 7. I think this is a good target if we can get them isolated. Oh, there's way too many bandits around. Yeah, we just need to get our numbers up. We'll stay below 10 so we don't get the debuff, our movement speed debuff. All right, here we go. Ransom broker. Nope. He's upstairs. All right, sweet. Yeah, I was starting to get worried that there were no Vlandians. I want to try and get at least a couple from each culture, and then at some point if we need them to be governors, we can do that. And Bard the Fisherman. You won't be that name for long. All right, we've got Rikos the Black here. Welcome to the party. You are a chunky fellow, though. Look at that. Sweet. So we've got 4 companions now. We should be able to take on maybe 10 or so if we can get them separated a little bit. Looters, anyways. Maybe not more challenging targets, but yeah, we're out of money. We've got about a little more than 10 days worth of wages, so we do need to start fighting soon. Probably not 15. Let's maybe work our way towards Battania, but not through that murderous choke point right here. That's going to be a disaster for us. Let's go maybe over here where it's a little bit wider open. And there's Durthert. We'll leave him alone. Are we going to be extra careful here because the Battanians do have the perk where they move through the woods faster than we do, and we don't have that perk, so... Yeah, I think we need to take a fight here. We'll take the one with 10. It's fine. So it says our balance power is actually pretty close, which is good. I mean, if we can kick a couple of these guys out with just ourselves, then I think our companions should be able to clean up the rest. The first thing, let's get our cab moved over. Soldier, get them off their horse. And maybe up this little hill to our left. And then what we'll do is draw the rest of these guys down into the woods if we can. So we don't want to pull everybody, but we want to... Oh, wow. We already got hit. Right, there's 2 going. Go ahead and charge. Yeah, here we go. These guys are separated pretty well. We're just getting destroyed here. There's 1 kill. Looks like our guys are getting kills as well. Can't really tell. We lost Haston and Grog, but they are getting kills.
I'll split your skull.
Man, this is rough. All right, what are we doing? We've got a couple people left, and we have 3 on us still. We might be able to pick these guys off a little bit. I'm trying not to waste my shield completely because I have a feeling we're going to need it. There we go, they switched off. They should be able to fight a 2v1. Oh, they're 1v1. Who's left? Get him, dude. You can do it. You can do it. I'm gonna let him fight it. Oh, you bastard. You bastard. Right, the boys fought well. They tried. They definitely tried their best. So, Binham got 2 and Rikos got 3 kills. That's really good for a first battle. But yeah, everybody went down. Haston got dumped on before he got a hit off, unfortunately. So we survived. We got absolutely nothing out of it. Man, we didn't even get food out of it. All right. Well, hopefully we can equip some of this stuff. Nope, we can't. Yeah, it's not better than what we already have. I have a feeling it's probably not going to help. Well, this guy's got a slightly better set of rags now. Here, we'll switch these guys off of their normal civilian clothing so they can all look like looters. That's essentially what we are at this point, so it wouldn't be false advertisement. Well, there goes our whole crew, so we're going to have to heal up for a while now. Let's get out of here. We're getting chased by Durthert. Now, on the bright side, these guys are going to level up just a little bit each time we do that, so hopefully they're more effective next time we go in. And we will give them some HP. Did anybody level up? No. No biggie. 341, so we don't have enough to hire somebody else. We need to make probably up to like 700 or 800 now, just to make sure we have a little buffer when we hire the next person. Food-wise, we're good for 17 days, so we can go off in the wilderness and just hide, relax, and recover. Here's a group of 8. That could actually work out pretty well. We have 66% health. We could probably just solo these guys and then just tell our companions to go away. Because they're going to be, I think they're going to be busted up pretty much. thought there was a way to check our health without having to go all the way in here, but yeah, 27. So they need some time. The good thing though, we are getting Surgeon XP, or what do you call it, medicine. We're getting medicine every day because we're having to heal everybody up. So we should hit 25 in a reasonable amount of time.